Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. A look at the starting group here for Denver. And it's Finley in at the small forward. And for the Celtics, they've got Harper, and it's Money in at the 3. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. You know MP and this team are coming off back-to-back championships, and now they're hoping to three-peat, something that's only been accomplished a handful of times since 1966. When I asked MP about it, he told me we want to be mentioned among the all-time great teams. We think we're up there with MJ's Bulls and the Kobe Shaq Lakers, but we need to win again this year to get that validation.
They are chasing history for sure, Allie. Well, MP is coming off another historic season after capturing his 13th NBA championship.
And at this point, we pretty much expect MP to win it all each season. But it's important to take a step back and appreciate what he's been able to do. He's dominated this league like no one else before him. It's almost like he's in a video game, just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Dropniak. He played a great game against San Antonio. Here's Irving. Off target with a fadeaway.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Money with the bucket. Money's got his third bucket of the night.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
A deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Money's got 10 points. And it's now 3 straight league most valuable player awards for MP. Grant, that's only been done twice before.
Yeah, BA, and that was by Bill Russell and Larry Bird. So you're talking about entering a select company. MP rubbing shoulders with the creme de la creme.
And again, Boston with the triple. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Now a timeout called by Denver. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. The 4th spot held by the Celtics.
Well, it was a long year, and you were reminded of it every time you played this team. I mean, they never gave up a lot of points. They made you work for everything. And the points you did get against them were really hard-earned.
Pass to Finley. Will it go? He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Bridges. Here's Money. He's got 13. And they pick up 2. It's become old hat. MP named Finals MVP for the 8th time last year, Grant.
I'll tell you what, it never gets old, though. MP told us he's approaching this season like he's never won one. That fire is always there, BA.
And Grant, with MP, you have to appreciate his commitment to excellence.
Absolutely. MP is dedicated to his craft. He works incredibly hard, and that's why he's coming off his 4th All-NBA first-team selection.
Last season, MP was awarded the Michael Jordan Trophy for the 8th time, Grant. An unprecedented achievement.
Well, BA, he's now won league MVP 2 more times than the guy who the trophy is named after. What more can you say? That's unbelievable. MP is a name that we will never forget.
Pass to Garcia. And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
And they landed in the top 10 for opponent field goal percentage. They're a team that obviously values solid team defensive effort and doesn't look to give up a lot of easy looks.
And as for their shot blocking, interior defense was one of the hallmarks of this team. They protected the rim and forced teams to beat them on the perimeter. The Celtics making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Pass to Barkley. Fires the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Right wing. Here's Money. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Money's got 20 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Pass to Garcia. Jacks up a three. Ooh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the paint. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by Boston. In transition, here's Bridges, and he banks in the layup.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Money. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Boston out in front, up by 15. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Boston.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. And it's Drobniak in at the 1. Trent's shot is off.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Here's Bellamy, watched by Wallace. Bellamy's shot is off. Celtics lead by 13. Pass to Forbes. Trent on the wing. Both teams changing it up here. And first time out of the game called for Boston. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Money knocks down the triple. Money's got 28 points for the game. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Here's Griffith. Pass to Finley. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Money with the bucket.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
Here's Drobniak. Irving for 3. Hauled in by McGee. And here comes the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Drobniak. The Celtics making their last shot. Here's Harvey. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Harvey's got 6.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's Money. And the Celtics another three.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Pass to Griffith. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Money. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Finley can't hit.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Money with the bucket.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Nuggets trail by 14. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Drobniak. Down low. Here's Finley. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Harvey. The three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Boston liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
Yeah, they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
You look at the Celtics, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nuggets trail by 15. They've got Harper, and it's Money in at the three. That's the Boston 5. Denver moving it around. Pass to Drobniak. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boston foul. Money, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Harvey. And the layup falls. Drobniak's got 10.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Good. He hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And the bucket is good. 9 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
Pass to Griffith. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half.
and they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, the league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
They get it back, Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Irving. Here's Dropiak. 10 points for him.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. They're impossible to stop.
And the Celtics call time here.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with him. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
And Denver making a change here. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. Number 1, the Celtics.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Denver has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Griffith. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. There's a screen to stop the run. And again, it's Denver missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
To the middle. Wall, the pass to Money. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Inside. Pass to Bellamy. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Here's Griffith. Pass to Dropiak. The Nuggets need to get one up. Here's Hart. And again, it's Denver missing. The Celtics shooting 76%. You don't see this often. And again, 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Bellamy. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts up a deep 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Woo. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates.
Checked in for the Nuggets. On the court for Denver. And it's Irving in at the center position. Money with the bucket.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And the basket by Chapman.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Here's Money. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Here's Chapman. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Launches a three. Money misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hard inside. Pass to Drobniak. Again, Denver scores. And here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Here's Finley. Wide open look. Again, Denver scores.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Money with the bucket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Harvey. Trent with a double. Here's Finley. Again, Denver scores.
If you bring a double at this level, it can lead to some easy hoops.
For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. And it's time for an injury report.
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Pass to Griffith. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Denver moving it around. Here's Drobniak. Garcia with a rebound. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Money.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Pass to Finley. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team
hits yet again. Wow!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans.